Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Rune Sunday stream. Can you guys hear me? Can everyone hear me? I can't hear myself, which is very strange. Twitch chat, can you guys hear me? My OBS did crash right before, which is why the stream did go offline very briefly. If you guys can hear me, then we are good, but my computer does seem like it is acting up. What is a Rune Sunday stream or a Rune Royale stream without technical difficulties? Am I right, guys? Am I right?
You know it.
Everything's good on your end? Sassy Boy said yes. Okay, well then I guess that's good enough. So yeah, Rune Royale Season 1. First things first, guys. Let's take a look at the Season 1 standings. Oh, and of course... you guys didn't see anything. Okay, so this is a rankings as of about an hour ago. Things might have changed just a little bit in the last hour or so, but for the most part, it should be correct. Dazai obviously leading in first place, 76,000 points. Chaos Myth next up, 67,000, and then Sassyway at third with 60,000. Look at these points that these players have been grinding. 76,000. I believe we did do the calculations on that. Zai has been playing for what was like over 200 hours, right? Which is pretty crazy. 200 hours?
I think we worked out.
Exactly. That's over the course of about 30 days. I think a little bit less than 30 days. Yeah. That's a lot of grinding. So, you know, congratulations to Zai. You earned the victory. And that is, of course, a victory for the regular season of Season 1. We're going to be having Rune Royale, the tournament, coming up in just a little bit. Oh, and of course, my Ev is unfortunately not here with us today, but we do have Eki stepping in and filling in. Thanks, Eki. What's up?
No worries. Hello, everyone. I'm here to avoid competition.
I'm sure he wanted to play the tournament, but I did ask him to join to fill in for Maev, and he was so kind to accept. So thanks again, Eki. And yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's go and jump into the rules. So if you guys were in the Telegram, I did post right before the tournament that we're going to be doing some new rules. That is now scrapped. We're going back with what is tried and true. Same format as all of the other tournaments. The price was going to be $100. First place is going to get 50% of the, well, it's actually $50 price pool, and then the winner gets 50%. So I guess it's a little bit scuffed on the rule sheet, but basically first place gets 50% of the $50, and they also get $50 on top of that. So a total of $75 goes to first place. Second place, $12.50. Third gets $7.50. Fourth and fifth getting just a few dollars for their participation, I guess. Although if you're getting top 5, you're still playing really well. We're going to be doing 6 games of Evolution, a 5-minute break, and then 6 more games of Evolution. And I need to change this as well. You guys didn't see anything? It's just going to be 6 games of Evolution, a 5-minute break, and then 6 more games. The first and 7th game is going to be friendly reverse. All the other games are going to be RNG. Keep in mind that, you know, at least as of a couple weeks ago, the different game modes are now weighted by community preference. So there is going to be probably a lot of Fast Drake, a lot of Deathmatch, and a lot of Marco Polo. The points distribution is the same as before: 10 for first place, 7 for second, 5 for third place, 3 points for fourth, and then 1 point for fifth. Everybody is free to join as you see fit, and of course, no cheating, guys. Okay, that was a mouthful. So hopefully, you know, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the rules. A few things were scuffed on the rule sheet, but basically the same thing we've been doing the past few months. Okay, with that out of the way, is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh yes, we do need to cover Evolution Season 2. So Evolution Season 2, basically is going to be very similar to the first season. Instead of giving away a Diablo homage item, we're now going to be giving away a cube to the first place player. And from 1st to 10th place, if you guys are on the top 10 of the leaderboards, we are going to be doing a special crafting session for you at the end of the Rune Royale of the next season. Basically, the last Sunday of next month, we're going to be doing a crafting session, and the top 10 players of the regular season is going to be winning rune words, and the first place player gets a cube. And we're going to keep the 3 times multiplier on the rewards. That's going to be that's still going to be going on. 3 times as Zod, and obviously the $100 prize pool as well. Am I missing anything, guys? Did I cover everything?
There
No,
might
I
be
think
some
you covered
other
it.
interesting developments going on next month, but we'll get to that.
Indeed. Do stay until the end of the stream, where we will give you a sneaky little preview about something that will also be changing in season 2, and we'll give you a kind of public formal announcement probably later on in the week or very soon. But you will hear it here first if you stick around till the end. We'll give you a little bit of a sneak preview without giving too much away. So do stick around for that as well. The other point, just to remind everyone, of course, it was incredible seeing all those points all our players have been racking up on those leaderboards. But of course, all of those points also do reflect Zod earned by those players as well. So Desai currently on 76 Zod. That's incredible. And yeah, lots of players taking home plenty of crafting materials. It's great to see.
Yeah, and also, oh yes, I forgot to mention, look who's here. It's Benzie. Say hi to the people, Benzie.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Benzie is here. Just a little, just a cute little avatar. And
so normally we have the ghost of Binzi pulling some strings in the background.
Yeah.
This time we actually get Binzi, mini Binzi on screen.
Yeah,
Or
mini
maybe that's
Benzie. There
Binzi's
we
real
go.
height. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
Pocket Binzi.
I guess without further ado, I guess we are ready to jump onto Evo and get started with the tournaments. And you guys will notice that we've upgraded. You guys will now be able to see the points that everybody has live on the stream, guys. It'll be live. We've
Breakthrough
evolved.
technology.
Okay, the tournament is going to be on North America. Everybody go ahead, join North America, and we'll get the tournament underway very shortly. Wait, were you able to zoom out on your screen, Eki? Now it seems like I am unable to do that.
I had to scroll up to zoom
Okay.
out.
Yeah, it's just going very, very slowly. Okay, there we go. The new normal is going to be on North America. Season 1 is going to start on North America. Season 2 will probably move to Asia, and then so on. Alright, let's take a look at the game screen. And hopefully... Oh man, of course it's broken. Of course. Why would it pick that up? That doesn't even make sense. What is it picking up? Wait.
It's picking up you trying to play on your alt account.
No, it's picking up... Oh, okay, so that's... That appears to be Benzi's. Yes, so that is the stream. Okay, I was very confused for a second, but we should be good now. Let me move this down. There's going to be a little flashing little thing. Just ignore that. When the tournament actually starts, it will display the correct points. You know, I'll just hide that for now, because that is a little bit jarring to see.
People starting to pile in.
Yeah, everybody get in here, and for some... Why do I hear an echo? What is going on? My computer is going crazy, man.
Yep.
I must have the stream open somewhere else. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the Rune website. I see, I see. Yeah, if you guys did hear an echo on the stream, I do apologize for that. This is, I suppose new technology. Oh, come on. Is it really gonna do that? Okay, so, Disco and Eki, I will ask you guys to go to rune.game/live, just so that if something happens to my internet or my computer, we still do have the points on yours. Because that is how we're going to be keeping track of the score this time. It's going to be all automated.
Actually, guys, make it /Royale. /Royale.
Oh, it's rune.game/royale.
When you're there, Holster.
I get 404.
I'm on the page.
What was it again? Rune.game/live/royale.
Just /royale, no more live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, when you guys get there, we will probably go ahead and start really soon. I know that the stream is a little bit scuffed. It does seem like the webpage changes quite a bit. I will try to attend to this during the stream. Right now, this is going to be what it is, I guess. But yeah, are you guys there?
I'm there. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it should be blank until we start, right?
I see Rune Royale paused.
Oh no, I don't see that.
Yeah, you don't see it because you joined later. The way that it works is you have to be on the page when it happens. So, but I think whenever it starts, it should be fine. Am I right,
When
Bensley?
it starts, it'll pop up. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I guess we might as well get started with
I'll see it now.
with round 1 of Rune Royale. Go ahead and change it to friendly reverse, and that'll be the beginning of our tournament. Alright, there we go, guys. This will be the first round of Rune Royale. I know there's a little flashing bar on the left of the stream. Just ignore that for this round. It should go away after this round. I just don't want to mess with it because it might it might break something. So I don't want to mess with that right now. Just please ignore that for the first 5 minutes. Alright, Eki. Since you've been a player in these tournaments, tell us what we should expect to see.
Well, for a friendly reverse, what you're going to see is people generally moving off on their own, trying to find a safe space where they can rapidly devolve themselves to gather points. Sometimes you'll see players cross paths, and depending on their appetite for risk, one might try to have the other eat them, or put themselves in a position to ruin the other person's day. And honestly, in this mode, it pays. It's worse almost to die, or to get killed. So it's like, doubly an interesting dynamic there. And what we see here is, generally that a lot of the better players are kind of moving off on their own, trying to pursue that strategy. You see Desai down there, generally trying to keep space between him and other people.
Yeah, so I'm interested in hearing your perspective. Do you think that the game is different in the Rune Royales compared to like just typical normal evolution games?
Yeah, generally, because, well, the normal evolution games feel more laid back because there are never really this many good players online at the same time. So there's a little bit more desperation to correctly hit that rapidly devolving kind of setup, to preserve the sprites that just barely give you enough fuel to pop you over the line, and to deny other players those sprites. So there's a lot more, I guess, adrenaline behind the Royale version of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've never had the chance to play in with these tournaments, but just playing normal games with Chaos Myth and Desai, it does feel like if I, sometimes I'll get the lead, but then it feels like I have so much pressure on myself to not make a single mistake. Because if I do make a mistake, I'm probably going to lose my lead, and I probably won't get that lead back. And that's just in normal games, in tournaments, I'm sure. It's like that, but times 5.
Chaos Myth doing a great job creating some separation between him and Desai in second. Lost the roll there for a bit.
Yeah, where is Desai? I actually don't. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was trying to look for Desai, and it's kind of weird he's not golden, but yeah, I see him now.
What's interesting is on my spectate mode, Desai and Sassy Boy have much larger names than other people. For a second, I was wondering if that had to do with their standing in the leaderboards, but Chaos Myths is small like everyone else's.
Yeah, no, I think that's just spectate. Are you still here, Disco? You've been pretty quiet.
I have indeed. I'm struggling with technical issues. I don't see the Royale page. I lost it after I refreshed. My Twitch just paused indefinitely for about 5 minutes.
Everything's just going wrong today, huh?
Ninjas, I'm watching the stream, but it's the Ekki's screen sharing, which is really useful. But the only names I can read are Desai and Sassy because they're enlarged compared to all the others. So everything else is just pixelated lines.
Okay, well.
Guys, you just need the scroll wheel. Just use your scroll wheel. The secret fix.
Wow.
So, Chaos Myth and Desai very close. Chaos Myth is about 300 points ahead, but in friendly reverse, that's nothing. Desai had.
Yeah, Desai's on a roll right now.
Oh, but Desai, no, look at him. He's not getting any involves. Oh, there we go.
He made the decision to go small. Could
yeah.
be a risky one.
I think it's because he messed up. He wanted to be big, but he ate too much, and he's like, okay, well, I have no choice now. And look at him. He tried to die. He died to the Chaos Myth at the very end, but at the end, I think Chaos Myth still took it.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Okay, there we go. Guys, look. Now you can see a live leaderboard on the stream. It's a little bit scuffed. I think Chaos Myth's name is a little bit cut off. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, just because I don't want to break anything. You guys can obviously still understand what it's saying.
Yeah, that's the kind of day we're having.
Yeah, yeah. You really don't want. I really don't want to try to break anything, you know. Okay, so Bird's Eye. This is a game mode where the wall is now forced down, regardless of how many players there are.
Yeah, Bird's Eye is a fun. It can be a fun one. Generally, I find myself looking at the mini map over where I actually am on the screen because, well, wait, no, never mind. That's what I do in other modes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I feel
You
like
don't
in
need
other
to do it
modes, in other modes,
I don't
I,
notice the minimap
Yeah.
at all. Like in Bird's Eye, yeah, I think you notice it now where the walls opened up, or if you're right on the left-hand side, because the minimap only stayed on the main map. From memory, I don't know if it still does that.
no, right now the minimap does follow you. Before it
does
only
follow you all the
stayed.
way.
Yeah.
It goes to show I'm an old timer, and I haven't just caught up with the hip new ways yet.
You know, that's something that is maybe interesting. Well, maybe not, I shouldn't say interesting, but something to point out is that I think that could be maybe a reason why you die very often, Disco. I think playing with the minimap is actually very important. Sometimes playing with a minimap and just ignoring the main screen is better.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit more
advice.
reaction time. Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of the minimap.
Yeah. You don't see the sprites in as much detail, but you can kind of see them glittering up there. And if you just, attend to the other dragons and kind of occasionally look back to where you are to see where all the sprites are, then generally you're
exactly.
good.
Yeah.
I shall keep that in mind by all means.
Still in the.
I was going to ask how you feel about Bird's Eye being opened up, continuously with the wall down throughout the whole match, regardless of player count. Obviously, it is that much easier to see the whole map and take it all in. So I guess opening that up does give you some space to hide potentially from other players. But of course, it does also mean that you do spot them a mile off. Whereas I guess with the wall down, when the player count was low, at least the gameplay is slightly more condensed. So I don't know how you guys are feeling about that kind of change.
I like playing under the circumstances where the wall is down because I just have more space to move. Whereas like when the wall is up and you have just enough players to where it's staying up for the round, it can be really claustrophobic. And like it feels like it's almost impossible to react to everything that's going on. You're just trying to make sure that you're as safe as possible. It's led to a lot of like sweaty palm moments, we'll say, of me holding the lead in the last minute and just doing my best to stay away from everyone, because it can be kind of a lucky occurrence or an unlucky occurrence that you just end up running into someone because you're like crowded almost and someone evolves at the right time. So I prefer the wall to be down, especially in modes like this where it's a little bit faster. You're moving faster. But I also just like my heart rate to stay low. So
I think for me, I like the wall being down because there are more sprites that spawn when the wall is down. I think when the wall is up, sometimes it's very difficult to stay big, but when the wall is down, you have a lot more sprites to work with. I'm not sure what like the ratio is between like, the amount of players versus sprites, or the ratio between like the amount of space in the map versus the amount of sprites. But to me, it feels like there is more sprites available to you whenever the wall is down compared to the amount of space or the amount of players.
It does feel like it almost feels like its own separate spawning thing, but maybe Binzi can confirm.
I always kind of feel like
taking round number 2.
Even if there are more sprites, I always have. Well, if I'm not already a Drake, I have trouble getting back to Drake if I die. So you really need to play well and stay evolved in those circumstances. Otherwise, you're going to get crowded out by other players who are taking the sprites, and you can't really do anything to outmaneuver them because your speed advantage isn't that high, and it's an instant contact death. So
Hey, so there does seem to be a
Chaos
bit of a
Mission,
problem with the leaderboards. Can you guys check yours and see if it says?
Oh, guys, sorry, it's scuffed. I'm going to try to push a fix, but I'll just send it manually for now.
Okay. We should call this Rune Royale technical difficulties.
Yeah, Chaos Smith really taking all of the, we'll say, practice he gained or had over the last month and putting it to use here.
Yeah, actually very interesting to note. Chaos Smith actually had more games played than Dazai, I believe. Dazai did have more points. That could be either attributed to a better win rate, or it could be attributed to playing when there's more players. But I believe Chaos Smith and I think one other player actually had more total amount of games than Dazai.
That's quite interesting to see, and I guess when you look at it that way, especially, it really highlights, Dazai's dominance throughout the season, if anything.
Yeah, but hey, Chaos Smith is showing that when the tournament is, he's showing that he might be overtaking Dazai. I don't know. Like he's taking both of the 2 rounds, so
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
got a pretty decent lead right now. 3 matches in, and he won the first 2.
I mean, as you say, clearly put the practice in.
Oh yeah, makes a difference for sure. Building those mental models of where things are, what strategies to take in different situations.
Oh, Chaos Smith gets taken out by IQ Ballerman.
Oh,
And the new normal
and
gets the
new
orb.
normal
Oh man.
orb.
That's huge, especially in Orb Master. Oh, and they get walled. Oh, feels bad,
It's
man.
rough. Oh, but
they made it
teleported
over.
through.
They made it over.
If only that was in place when I was playing in the tournament.
Yeah, I do remember you getting walled all the time.
But that is interesting. So, New Normal and Ikbalaman then subsequently holding that gold dragon position.
Look at New Normal getting another orb.
Now, it's an interesting swing. There's not that many points in it. I think, potentially you don't need to get a big orb to kind of swing it if you're sitting in second or third, maybe.
Yeah.
Certainly at Bannerman and the New Normal at the moment kind of pushing away and making this a 2-horse race.
But look at this.
Risky moments there.
Dazai and Chaos Smith, neither of them are on the leaderboards at all. I don't know if we can say that for any other round.
It just goes to show, Orb Master is such a dangerous game.
IQ Ballerman getting trapped here, maybe. Oh man.
I think if
Chaos Smith down.
Chaos Smith
if
down.
you die early on,
Sassy Boy gets a kill. Sassy Boy gets 2 kills.
Wow.
If he gets both orbs, he's in first.
Yeah,
he's in first.
That's it. That's how quickly it can change.
I was just gonna say, if you die early on, very early on, I think you could potentially still recover. But dying late on, once you've already collected all those points, the more you've collected, the more you're going to lose when you drop that orb. So it really, just swings the
Wait, but Chaos Smith gets a new normal. That's a big orb.
That is.
Oh my god, look at Sassy Boy. He's playing with fire right there.
Yeah, dang.
Still managed to sneak a kill in, though.
Lead.
Oh man. Look at his lead. Wow. But if anybody kills him, I think... No, it looks like he's staying pretty safe. I think Sassy Boy's got this round locked up. 7 seconds left on the timer.
Hard to see him losing it.
Oh, that was close. That was a sweaty palm moments.
Yeah.
But Sassy Boy does take it. All right, there we go.
Squeaky bum time is what we call it here in the UK.
Squeaky bum time, yeah.
And we got Fast Drake. This is what, round number 4? I believe.
Fortress out to a quick lead, but
Yeah, so Fast Drake is definitely one of the game modes where I feel like if the wall is up, it feels like it's very hard to be a Drake. When the wall is down, it's very easy, like regardless of the amount of players.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
for me, it
because of their
depends
sprite
on.
spawn rate, is that?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if the spawn rate of the sprites is low, that's true. But generally, I have an easier time staying in like Drake form when the map is wide open because it's easier for me to find a pocket of like unclaimed sprites.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's, when the wall's up, again, it's like competition everywhere.
Yeah.
You're usually in someone's trail or someone who is a Drake is flying towards you. And, it's.
So essentially what you're saying is you like the opened up map because it's easier.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's kind of brought the skill level down, which is fair. I would be at the same view. I've actually managed to get and maintain Drake with the map open on a lower play count, which I wouldn't be able to do on that smaller map. So I'm in agreement. It's a positive change. But I did just wonder if there was any other preference or reason behind it, as apart from just it's easier.
I mean, when you're fast, it's nicer to have a wider open kind of area to fly through, and people tend to congregate in certain areas. So as a Drake, you can fly into those areas.
My game.
And usually
what just happened to my game?
Well.
What? My game just. Okay. Well, my game just crashed. I will be back on in just a second. Why is everything just going wrong?
I like the AI art that you've managed to pop up instead.
Yeah, that dragon. Yeah, so I guess for those that aren't familiar, a lot of people on the Rune team, we've been playing with Midjourney, we've been playing with Dolly, Stable Diffusion, making a bunch of art. If you guys are in the Discord, you can head to the art channel to look at some of the art that we've made. And if you guys want to make some art, join us. It does, I think Stable Diffusion is free. Dolly, I believe, does cost a little bit. Midjourney does cost a little bit.
Yeah,
right? I think
at least in the case of
think...
Midjourney, I feel like you get pretty good results. Easier, I would say, but Stable Diffusion you can
quite
still
simple
get
to use. Yeah, and I think Midjourney was you get 24 free images, maybe something like that. And I think after that it's $10 a month for like 100 or 200. But you can get some really interesting things, and it was simple to use. Just type in what you want, and we do encourage our community to join us on this kind of AI art exploration journey. I think there's some really great ideas that these computers have come up with, far superior to our puny human brains, that make for some really interesting concept art that you may well be seeing within the Rune metaverse in the future, and possibly we can use some of the ideas that you create as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, go and have a look in Discord, check it out, and create something, whether that's weapons, whether that's dragons, skins, something for the lore. Let's see what you can put together, because and go and check out some of ours if there's anything in particular that you like, some images in there that look good to you that you want to see in the game. Call those out to us, and we'll always consider that and see what we can do.
All right, look at this game. It's a very, very tight first and second place, third, fourth, and fifth, all within like 300 points. So anybody can still take the game. About 25 seconds left. Chaos Myth in first contention with Sassy Boy. He did run to a wall, so he was small for a little bit, but he got it back, and now he looks like he's running away with the lead. Oh, but he gets taken out by Roke. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Sassy Boy's going to take it.
Oh, wow.
I think Sassy Boy's going to take it. Is he going to stay big? Oh, my God. He's small. Sassy Boy gets taken out. No. What is going on? No, but I think he still takes it. Sassy Boy still takes it. That's 2 wins in a row for Sassy Boy. Let's go.
Incredible.
Very nice.
Tight competition between our first, second, and third players on the regular season.
And interesting to see. Haven't seen Design's name pop up as much of course, the reigning champion. Do we have a champion's curse here at the Rune Royale? Because I don't believe that any champion has so far successfully held their title for 2 consecutive positions. We've had repeat winners, but never 2 in a row.
So Desai, you know, he's not winning, but he's placing like pretty high up, you know, just not necessarily taking the win.
So I thought there was a leaderboard without Desai in the kind of top 5, or perhaps there was some latency on my end.
No, I think there was. I think there was, but Chaos Myth also wasn't there, I believe, and Chaos Myth was in first, and Desai I think was in second. Sassy Boy got 2 wins, so I think Sassy Boy might actually be in first right now, but I'm not 100% sure. We do have to wait for Benzie to give us an update.
Yeah. I mean, Chaos Smith performed well and I think most of the rounds he lost, so...
Yes, Chaos he got second last round, so he's still in the lead. This is really stuffed. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. You should probably just remove it.
Triple kill. He hears us talking about him, and he's like, you know what?
Got to show his worth, absolutely.
See, that's the difference between a champion and me. When people talk about me, I fold and cringe. When people talk about Desai, he turns it on.
And look, now we have seen these scores get posted into the chat there. We can see, actually, Desai isn't doing quite so badly at all. So we do have Chaos Myth in first with 27 points, has been confirmed. Sassy Boy closely behind with 20 points. Fortress with 16 in third. Desai there only 3 points behind them with 13 points. So it's sitting in fourth.
How does Desai have 8 kills? In when I play deathmatch, I get like 1 kill a game. Desai has 8. What? How is that even possible?
I swear, in deathmatch, when it rains, it pours, and when it doesn't rain, you're in a drought. Like it's like that sometimes.
Oh my god, it's like Houston. It's like Texas.
I can't.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I can't pay for a kill some rounds of deathmatch I play, and then other rounds it's like players just fly into me wanting to die. So
yeah, that it does feel like that, man.
Right positions. Yeah.
But yeah,
I do feel we need to show some love for the remaining leaderboard, just to call them out so far, because Overhaul is sitting in 5th place and only 3 points behind Desai with 10 points. New Normal also joint there, but sitting just behind in 6th place with that joint score of 10. Anik Ballerman with 2 points, you know, just losing it at the end of that previous round. Very, very close call. So definitely highly competitive here.
It'll be very hard for anybody to catch Desai in this round. No orbs, no way to lose any points. So like, you know, they would just have to get a bunch of kills.
You've got to take down the rest of the field, really. You know, a lot of the matches you want to be hunting that golden dragon. In this situation, I think you've got to be looking elsewhere to try and score your points.
Yeah, Desai is definitely not dying. The only player on the leaderboard with 0 deaths, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing a great job staying in Drake form, keeping space when he's about to drop out, denying other players or denying other players sprites.
And I mean, that's the key really here, isn't it? Because if you're in Drake form, you can't die. At some point or another, you are going to cross paths with another player. And if you've maintained Drake form and they quite haven't got there, then you're going to get those kills in. And it seems that's the kind of tactic that Desai's relying on. Just try and make
Desai died. He died.
Oh, dang.
Wait a minute. Overhaul.
That's what they call the commentator's curse.
20 seconds left. Here we go.
Yeah, you have to get like 3 gigantic kills, but I don't think he's going to get it. That'll be very difficult to do. Do you guys remember whenever there's like a small period in time in which you would damage other dragons if you would like be on top of them, right? Wasn't that was the thing, right? I'm not imagining it.
Is it not a thing anymore?
Wait, is it still? No way, I don't think so.
It's hard to tell because of
it is hard to tell.
The dynamic drain when other players are drakes, so you know.
Okay, so that was round number 5. This is round number 6, right? It's hard to keep track. I believe this is round number 6.
I'm still tallying things. I'm a little bit confused. I'm gonna go right from the beginning and do this again.
Alright. Yeah, it's hard. It's surprisingly hard to keep track of like how many rounds there's been. Everything kind of blends together, especially when like some of the rounds are so exciting to watch.
This is round 6, and I need a break to calculate things.
Okay, cool. You know what? Let's just blame it on Maev. That's why everything goes wrong. It's because Maev isn't here.
True.
When Maev tested, everything worked fine. Now that he's gone, everything breaks.
Did he just realise it was so broken? He's like, I'm just going to do a runner.
Yeah.
I'll come back next week. Binsy would have fixed it.
Yeah, when everything's
I won't
fixed.
tell anyone.
New normal coming
I won't
out
tell
with a big
anyone I
orb.
broke it.
Oh, Desai coming out with the other two though. Desai in the lead.
Fortress takes out
Oh,
Desai.
They take him out.
Oh man, that's a bloodbath today.
Oh, but Fortress leaving the orb.
Wait, he left the orb. Yeah. He forgot about he forgot about the orb.
Oh, Sassy Boy getting taken out again.
Oh man. Chaos Myth does remember to grab that one. Wow, look at all these kills. This is a bloodbath. There's so many kills going on in this game. Sassy Boy taken out again by Chaos Myth. Oh man. It's like the cycle of once you die, you keep dying. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah. It do be like that.
So about half the time remaining in the round. Chaos Myth in first. The new normal very closely behind. Fortress now taking first. Wow.
Oh, Desai taking out Chaos Myth.
Wow, so many kills, man. This must be the most kill game that we've had.
That's what we like to see. Violence.
Violence.
Not in real life, just pixelated violence, please.
Oh my god. Overhaul gets a double. A double.
Double kill.
Overhaul gets both the orbs.
Oh.
Where is he at? But he's still in fourth. What happened? Wait.
Oh.
They must not be very
Fortress
juicy
gets
orbs.
taken out by Desai, who gets his orb and is in the lead.
Crazy game, man.
Desai with a pretty sizable lead in the last minute and a half or so. But as we've seen before, Orb Master, you can easily swing this.
Oh, there's plenty of time left in this round.
Yeah, it does feel like time has been going so slow, but I think that's because there's so much action going on in this one. Although it does seem, I was just about to say, a brief moment where there hasn't been a lot of kills, and then the new normal gets a kill.
It's a pretty good orb out of it too. Pops up into second place.
Desai maybe is cornered here? Maybe? If anybody wants to go for him? But no, looks like he did get away. Oh, the new normal about 1 kill away from first. Chaos Myth about 1, maybe 2?
Ooh.
Fortress kills Desai! Wait a minute!
Oh,
And then,
Chaos Myth takes out Fortress.
yeah, 2 big orbs! Chaos Myth now in
Chaos
first.
Myth just took the lead.
Look at his lead! That's from like
Wild.
that's from like basically one interaction. Oh my god.
Chaos Myth in the corner, but everyone flies away from him.
No, he does take it. Chaos
he
Myth
takes
taking that round. Wow, a very competitive Rune Royale we have going on here. And of course everybody is playing for the $100 prize pool along with a epic Oculus. Right? Oculus, am I saying it right?
It is. Oculus.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so halftime. The Ghost of Benzie will be trying to get our scores updated, and I think my OBS did break, so you guys weren't able to see Benzie's mini Benzie during the games, which I will try to fix right now.
And that epic Oculus is, of course, a one-of-one NFT, a Diablo homage item that you can use just like any of our other rune words and equip to your character. There are plenty of reasons, as you know, to get items to equip to your character. So yeah, definitely something you'd want to be getting hold of if you're able to. So it's half time. We're at some point, I assume, going to get a points update just to give us our halftime leaderboard. And wherever you're sitting at the moment, be assured you want to be really pushing yourself for the next 6 rounds following this short break.
It's a close one. Who do you guys have as your top 3? Like it's just your guesses.
Well, Chaos Smith has shown thus far that he's in it to win it. I mean, he's won most of the rounds in the first half, sitting probably pretty comfortably above second place. So he's, odds-on favorite for first. Beyond that, it's hard to say. I mean,
it kind of looks like you're using Benzie as a microphone.
Yeah.
A Benzie mic. Can you put your can you grab Benzie? Oh my god.
Try and find
Oh my god. What was that?
We just get Binzy hissing.
Yeah, that was like a hiss.
That was definitely pet Binzy.
See, I'm trying to figure out. There's a delay on the Twitch stream,
Yeah.
so I'm delay feedback. There we go.
There we go.
Headbats.
There we go. So yeah, I think Chaos Smith probably definitely in first. I think Sassy Boy doing pretty well. I would give Sassy Boy and it's the Zai in the top 3. What do you guys think? I think he took a couple of rounds or maybe one. But he hasn't been as dominant in this Rune Royale compared to the others. And you have people like, Fortress and the New Normal doing really well as well. So it's hard to say. I guess if I had to choose, I would probably give it to Zai in the top 3 as well, though.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Are you saying Chaos Smith, Sassy Boy, and Desire?
Yeah, that's what I would go with. I don't know if I'm right or not.
Order?
Yeah, that order.
I think it's a fair shout. I think there are opportunities to change that. At least it certainly feels like it. The way we've seen those games swing, and maybe it largely depends on the luck of the draw in terms of the game modes that we get for the second half. But I do think that especially game modes like Orb Master, can swing things in such a way. You die at the last, few seconds of a round. You could have been playing the perfect game up until that point, but all of a sudden you've dropped out the top 5 entirely, and that's a lot of points to lose in the Royale. So if we see it pop up a couple of times, like we have tonight so far, then actually there's every opportunity for players, even right at the bottom, to come in and take something tonight. So definitely all to play for in my mind.
Yeah, so
but I do think that dominance is fairly evident so far, certainly from Chaos Smith and the trio, I guess.
I think that the rounds that are heavily favored by the algorithm to choose is a little bit more volatile. I think Deathmatch is pretty volatile as a game mode. At least whenever I play it, it seems like, as Eki was saying, sometimes I get a lot of kills, sometimes I don't get any kills at all. There's I think literally games where I don't think I've gotten a single kill in Deathmatch. So Deathmatch I think is very volatile. Orb Master, obviously, very volatile game mode. If you mess up once, you lose a juicy orb, and yeah, you're probably out of it. We don't see that many game modes like Reverse Evolve, like regular evolution, those type of game modes are a little bit more stable, a little bit more calm and relaxed. So we'll see if the change in game modes makes a difference in who wins. Okay, so Mini Benzi, how is the points looking? You still need a few minutes? Okay, there we go.
You might need to talk louder. They're that small, they might not be able to hear you.
Okay.
It's very small.
So, in Twitch chat, I see Chaos Myth in first with 37 points, Dazai in second with 31, Overhaul actually in third with 22, tied with Fortress with 22, and Sassy Boy in fifth with 20. The New Normal at 18, IQ Ballum at 3, and Rogue with 3. So I was definitely not correct in my guesses. I don't know what did you say, Disco? Did you put it? Did you?
Well, I think Eki called out Desai's dominance, and the fact that they, despite having not won really rounds, were still placing well. But I wasn't expecting Overhaul and Fortress to still be sitting there and actually to have overtaken Sassy Boy. That's the one thing I think has come as the shocker so far, what it feels like a shocker. Now, there's not many points in it at all. We're talking 2 points between the three of them sitting in third place, so really close. Chaos Myth and Desai have pulled away quite a bit from that pack, but not to unobtainable lanes. You're talking 15 points, so from Chaos Myth to Overhaul, okay, they're certainly got their foot well in front. However, Design 31 points, that's only 9 more than Overhaul and Fortress sitting in third and fourth. So really close. And Sassy Boy, again, only 2 points behind them. And New Normal, in fact, even only 2 points outside of that top 5, outside of the prize pool, sitting on 18 points. So it really can swing, especially for those latter places.
It's interesting.
As long as Chaos Smith can maintain it, I think they feel a strong competitor so far.
It's interesting because I feel like Sassy Boy won 2 rounds and then he didn't get any points in any of the other rounds. That's why I had Sassy Boy really high, because I remember the rounds that he won, and then I guess he didn't place it in the other rounds, which is crazy to me.
It is hard to spot the places, because you just get that leaderboard flashed up for a few seconds, at least at the moment, until we get this.
Sometimes I just look at round 1 by the player, and I don't see the others.
Well, it pops up on the obvious, it catches your eye. Even if you're trying to look at the leaderboard, you end up focusing in the center.
Yeah.
As our regular viewers of the Rune Royale will know, that we quite often rely on that VOD. But of course, we say that this is, top technology. We're checking the video replays.
We're like the video assisted referees.
Exactly. And in the football, it took 80 years to get that in. We've got it for you right from day one due to our incompetence.
What was that, Mini Benzi?
It's just one line of code too. Just one line.
One line of code?
Yeah, so the reason it was saying 10 a.m. is because if you didn't place in the top 5, it was trying to add your score to nothing. Like a non-existent number.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like we've probably all have done that before. That exact thing. I don't know. That sounds very familiar.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's probably been more than 5 minutes, so let's jump back onto Evo and get started with the second half. Alright. Am I correct in saying that I don't think Chaos Myth has won a Rune Royale yet?
I don't believe they have so far.
Yeah, I don't think they have. So this might be their first win. A very healthy lead. I mean, obviously not insurmountable, but starting the second half with a 6-point lead. That's realistically like a 1.5 game lead, I guess, if you're placing well consistently. But yeah, everybody get back onto Evo, and we'll get started with the second half very shortly. We have not gone Marco Polo'd yet, right? No, let's be friends.
Nope.
What else are we missing? The only friendly
really
rounds we've
just had
gotten.
friendly reverse,
Yeah.
Ballmaster, deathmatch. Do we have something else, or is that it?
I wonder if we're gonna see the legendary Sprite Juice, the 1 in like 50,000 game Sprite Juice.
We have what, like a 20% chance cumulative of seeing it or something like that.
I mean, we had that on stream. Was it last week or the week before? The week we actually, it essentially disabled it by chance, or through mathematical odds. Then typically, as soon as we said that out loud on stream, as per our usual technical difficulties, pop up Sprite Juice as the game mode.
Is it technical difficulties, or is it just like an Easter egg, you know, just like a hidden game mode that most people won't ever see?
That was your mythic craft, essentially, in a game mode.
Yeah, man, trying to. I feel like playing with Midjourney, like it's literally just rolling for mythics. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's why I like Stable Diffusion. I can just run it on my computer repeatedly throughout the day without worrying necessarily about price. I guess I'll get it in my electricity bill, but
Yeah.
I used to, mine crypto, so this is like way less intensive than that.
Actually, have you used Midjourney, Eki? Weren't you the one that like brought it up? I thought you've been using Midjourney for a while, but you were actually using something else.
I use the free roles. I haven't signed up for a subscription yet, but I plan to.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very worth it because it's like $30 and you get basically an unlimited amount if you use relaxed mode, which to me, honestly, I barely noticed a difference between relaxed and fast. They all like finish within just like a minute or two. So realistically, to me, it's like almost an infinite amount of images.
Yeah. Stable Diffusion, at least on my graphics card, it depends on the parameters I'm putting in, but never takes more than 15 seconds for an image, really.
The 3080 doing work.
Yeah, and on average, it's less than 10, so I can, roll 100, go grab a snack or something, and then come back and scroll through 50 or so pictures.
Just think of it as you're mining NFTs.
Mining NFTs.
Okay, anyway, so it looks like everybody is in, so Benzie, whenever you're ready, we can switch to friendly reverse and start the second half. Actually, I think we have a few more players than we did previously. I see Lay third here, and that might be it. I think everybody else was here before.
They were here before the tournament started, but then disappeared once it began.
Lay third, yeah. No, he has a lot of games played. He might be the other player in the top 3 of games played. He's always on.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I do go onto Evo, or check the Twitch streams that are live of the matches all the time, do always spot them on there.
Okay, so so this is the start of the second half of the tournament, friendly reverse. Here we go.
Sassy Boy out to a quick lead, but it has evaporated. Oh, Desai coming through. Double kill.
But it's friendly reverse.
Yep. Take it how you want. It was a double kill. I'm just reporting the fact here. I don't know. I do feel like it's a little bit more cramped than the first time we had friendly reverse because a lot of players are forcing other players out to different areas.
Yeah.
So it's a bit harder for people to get a consistent roll going.
Yeah. How many players do we have? Let me try to count. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9? Or do I not know how to count? I might not know how to count.
There's 9, I think.
It is a little bit difficult to try to count when they're all like flashing, jittering away.
I think 9 looks about right.
Wait, no, 10. Oh yeah, well, Lather just popped in again. That's why. It's like, am I really that bad at counting?
That's the other problem, isn't it? You
Yes.
don't know if you're double counting them or not when people die and like then come back into the match.
Yeah. Mhm.
Fortress amassing a good point total this stage.
Yeah, Fortress, I believe. I was gonna say he was an NA player, but his ping looks pretty high, so maybe not. I could have sworn his ping was lower before. I don't know.
Could just have bad internet in America. It is entirely possible.
Quite possible.
We depend on Comcast to furnish internet for most people.
Oh
I
my
feel
god,
like.
Comcast.
And they take their sweet time on infrastructure upgrades because why wouldn't you when you're the only service?
Do you have a data cap, Becky?
Yeah. Functionally, I don't really ever reach it, but it is there.
Yeah, it's like 1.2 terabytes, right?
Yeah. If I ever, uninstall my Steam library and then need to reinstall it for whatever reason, then that puts me near the cap. But yeah, I don't use that much internet, or I guess not that much intensive internet. Like I rarely stream stuff.
Yeah.
Fortress holding on to his lead so far.
Oh, but he is kind of struggling a little bit, but no, nobody challenged him,
No.
so he's good to go.
A lot of nicely spaced out sprites for him there.
Yeah, so
I mean, look, we were talking about a win or two from that pack between 3rd and 6th place could really shake up the leaderboard, and Fortress certainly showing their intent to do so.
keep in mind, Chaos Myth not on the board.
Oop.
He's not on the board. What's going on? Chaos Myth, I believe, won the first friendly reverse. I could be wrong. No, I believe he did.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh, that friendly reverse, like other game modes, can be pretty fickle. Like if you die, then someone else gets a good roll, and you're getting pushed out, so you can't actually do what Fortress is doing right now.
Yeah,
just
look at him go. Look at him.
endlessly. Yeah,
Oh
without
my
much
god.
competition there.
Oh my god, he's going so fast. He's going insane. Oh, never mind. He messed up a little bit, but
Yeah, he's got a good lead right now. Right where he wants to be, even if he did just take someone out.
yeah, he would
bottom
have
left looking pretty tasty.
he would have to get like a pentakill here.
Yeah. Oh,
Right, so Chaos Myth did jump up to 3rd. So that's actually pretty big for him. He does get a few points on the board in that game. Now we have Classic Marco Polo the first time. No minimap. Let's see if we see a slaughter in this game.
and the wall's up. Yeah. Bruke coming through with 2 kills.
There's really like no space to play with here.
Yeah,
Even
no,
if you
this
get a
is
kill.
the game mode that gives me the most anxiety when there's a lot of players in the right-hand side of the map.
Even if you get a kill, sometimes it's dangerous defending the orb. Oh, look at that. Sassy Boy takes out Fortress, who took out somebody else. I don't remember
Couple
who,
of
but
orbs gonna pop. Let's see if
who's going to get
anybody-
it? Sassy Boy got...
New normal. Just kind of swept through and grabbed it.
Yeah, New Normal got one. Sassy Boy got the other.
New normal takes out Desai. And
Wow.
Bronski.
Fortress gets
See
overhaul.
if he can keep a hold of that orb. And he did. He got both of them.
Okay, that's... Well, I was going to say Hughes has a big lead, but it's actually only 20 points over Sassy Boy, who also has a couple kills, a couple orbs, and Sassy Boy now in first. About
Sassy
5
Boy
seconds left
taking
on that
some else out.
orb. And looks like he's going to get it unchallenged.
Yeah, another thing about Marco Polo is it's really hard to notice where someone dies. So generally, if you kill someone and nobody else has probably noticed, unless they were right there, so you don't have to defend the orb as forcefully.
Maybe not purposefully, but a lot of the times people just wander there, They don't even know that there's an orb, they're just there.
That's why you gotta play it cool. You just gotta act like there's not gonna be
yeah, you act like there's nothing there. You can't act like you're like protecting a treasure. That's kind of funny to think about, you probably could pick up on like is somebody protecting an orb there? Is the orb gonna spawn there?
I mean, sometimes it's like, super obvious, but yeah, I feel like that's the strat in Marco Polo, is to look like you're just kind of meandering around. Ruke takes out Chaos Myth, who isn't.
Oh, Sassy Boy, he's in danger.
Now.
Oh, Desai gets Sassy Boy.
Desai
gets Rook.
Takes out Ruke. That's a game flipping.
Did anybody notice?
Oh, see? Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people are there. Wait, go. Fortress takes out Desai.
Fortress takes out Desai.
And he gets one of the orbs. And there's Desai's orb is going to spawn.
The other one.
No, Overhaul's going to get it. Overhaul took Desai's orb. What's going on?
Oh, man.
This is chaos. Myth.
And Desai sits at the top of the pile after that.
Wow, I don't know how Desai managed to get back up.
Yeah, what is happening?
From that. That's quite incredible.
What is happening? That could be a highlight moment, for our trailer of Evolution.
It was like a game of hot potato, wasn't it? Where everyone's just throwing the orbs to each other.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the last one with it?
Everyone's trying to fight for it.
I'm not sure I saw them in that pile at all, and they still came out on top.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You're in the right place at the right time.
Chaos Smith taking the lead. Oh, never mind.
Desai
taking the lead.
Yeah, about 50 points away. Oh wait, no, Chaos Myth dies.
Sassy Boy takes him out.
Sassy Boy wasn't first earlier. Now he's not even on the leaderboard. He's in fourth now. Crazy game. 1 minute left, no more orbs. Fortress gets Sassy Boy.
Yeah, it's a big measure of how things can change for the first place person. I feel like Fortress was doing really well early on, or maybe that's from last round.
Oh no! This might be our first Rune Royale with leader cap on, guys. I think that's what's happening.
Oh, leader cap is on?
I didn't think about it until now.
Oh no! Oh wow.
Well, I mean, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. That makes Chaos Myth's string of wins earlier even more impressive.
Indeed.
Did Chaos Myth win multiple games in a row, or is it like spread out? I'm not actually sure.
They did, I think, win 2 and lost 2 and then won 2.
Zai does take the win.
What I thought was really interesting about the placing in that previous round is that has a potential to really shake up the leaderboard. Chaos Myth, sitting in third position, missing out on quite a few points. Desai getting first, so potentially, that kind of situation allows them to hop in front of Chaos Myth. And then New Normal taking second place, that also, it gives the potential to really mix up that points and really close the gap between them, where we saw Fortress playing strongly just before that. We said it was, it felt like it could be close going into the second half. And I feel like it's going to be even closer as we get towards the end of it.
Overhaul escaping certain death there. Almost got smashed between Fortress and Desai.
So I guess we do need to keep track of who was the previous winner, since leader cap is in effect. Desai did win last round, so he is. Does leader cap still slow people down or no?
I think it does. I think I was going to remove that and I forgot to.
Okay, well, poor Desai then. So yeah, Desai is going to be, what, 20% slower, and he loses a bunch of points upon his death. So that's very interesting to keep track of. I'm not sure the players are aware that leader cap is in effect. If it is, then maybe people will be targeting Desai more, especially since he is in first again. But who knows?
Desai doing a really good job of staying unnoticed.
This music is so peaceful. I know you guys probably can't hear it, but
Yeah, I know. Desai's got a really comfortable lead right now.
oh yeah, he gets another kill as well, along with the orb. Do any of you play Evo with the music on?
Yeah. Yeah, typically.
Really?
I do. I
Really?
play it on the mobile app, and I can't turn it off.
Oh, I feel like
I don't think the settings work on the Android app. But no, if I'm sitting there, I do play with it on.
I would go crazy if I just listened to like the same music when I'm playing a game forever. The only actually, I keep League music on, which is kind of surprising. I feel like I don't even hear it, but I do keep it on. I think it's just so quiet that I don't notice it. But
So
Evo
I think
music, I
with
definitely
Evo,
notice.
I think it's just entrancing after a while.
Oh, Desai's getting caught. Wait, what just happened?
Oh.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
That was
got out
really
of it
weird.
somehow.
Yeah, I thought he was dead for sure.
That was good.
Look at Desai's points compared to everybody else.
Yeah. Y'all gotta kill Desai. You want any chance of winning this round?
It seems like Desai is very good at killing people.
Hell yeah. It's a tall task. And nobody's even close to him right now. He's just kind of coasting. And I mean, with that kind of lead, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, about 50 seconds left. The only way he loses this round is if he dies, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he will. It looks like he's just chilling. Nobody's contesting him.
Yeah.
I think everyone else has given up on this round. The way they've just left Desai alone.
Well, second
It
to
really does feel like it.
fourth is it's still important to get those points, and those players are pretty close. If Chaos Myth gets second, that's a huge difference between getting fourth and second.
Do you think it is that they just feel more comfortable playing away from Desai, not really feeling up to the challenge, or just generally focusing on their game plan? And
I think
Desai
might
to be out the way.
They might not know that leader cap is on. I think they might not know.
Yeah.
If they knew, they might challenge him more, but I don't think they knew. Indiana Jones.
Makes its
Okay.
tournament debut.
Wow. Now
So-
this is
Be interesting.
This is the first time we've had Indiana Jones.
I want to say yes, and I believe Indiana Jones now does not have orbs again. Yes, no more orbs in Indiana Jones, so you really
Really is.
want to go for
items.
the items. And there's no more
Wow.
mini-map either. The mini-map, when I played this, the mini-map was actually really important. Without the mini-map, how can you consistently get items? What's the
Yeah,
play?
you have to be in the right place at the right time. Oh,
It is,
Fortress.
It's right place, right time, and you got to know the spawn points, which I think a lot of our.
I'm sure everybody here knows the spawn points. It's just like
But the other thing, it's just choosing your paths, right? So, depending on what side of the map you're on, there are a couple of spawn points you can float between, right? And that's kind of the extent of it. So, your two strategies are either go back and forth between the kind of two close spawn points in the hope that you're gonna, maybe two or three, that you're gonna get those items as they spawn, or alternatively, you just kind of circle around the entire map, trying to get sprites, trying to hopefully get big enough to potentially any competition that might appear on those sprites when you spawn. Now,
I think
what the better strategy is, there isn't really one, I think, because it is random where that next one's going to spawn. Could be the same spot twice in a row, 3 times in a row for all we know, or it could be on the other side of the map every single time.
It
You
almost
just can't predict
seems
that. So you have to take your chances, narrow your chances as to where you might be and the closest spawn places are.
it seems like the best strategy is to just stay alive. A lot of people are dying, and like, it's hard to stay alive if you're trying to focus on only staying in a certain spot. But I think if you focus on just staying alive and letting the items come to you, that's probably better. Like if you just maximize the amount of time you're alive, that probably maximizes the amount of time that you have around an item. I think. Oh, look at
You're
that.
definitely not wrong there. I mean, if you die, you're out. You've got to respawn. That takes a few seconds. Then you spawn back with a spawn bubble. You can't collect anything during that time. So if you are fortunate enough to spawn right on top of that item, someone else is still going to nab it right in front of your nose. So you're right. You do want to stay alive. But I don't know. I would personally focus on kind of areas. Maybe sweep that bottom left corner, where there's a spawn 2 down there. Coming into the center as well, you can get to those. Or I think you've kind of got those top 2 in the right there. Alternatively, top left and middle left. And I think that's your kind of zones, really. You're playing around those areas.
I think like 3 in a row have spawned in the bottom middle.
Another one. Look at that. Another one.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
I've just been nabbing them up.
I'd probably just sit around that bottom middle to left area.
Actually,
3 spawn point around there for runes. You can't really go wrong as long as you can get enough sprites to stay alive.
So
that's what you need. You don't even need to be a Drake, because you're not earning for that, are you?
If you look at the leaderboard, I actually think the items don't matter that much. Like, yes, the items matter, but look at Sassy Boy. He has 4 items, but he has almost 800 sprites. And most of his points are coming from the sprites. So that's probably the meta, is to just play for sprites instead of the items.
I mean, yeah. And focusing on sprites doesn't necessarily keep you out of the running for...
Exactly. You just...
Yeah,
you just play the game to survive, to stay big, get all the sprites, and if there's an item that pops up near you, then good for you. If there's not, then don't worry too much about it, because if you get enough sprites, the sprites are going to be the majority of your points, not the items, right? I think that's the Sassy Boy's point.
Sprites, guys. I'm removing sprites.
Removing sprites?
There's Overhaul has gotten like the last 4, I feel like, and has popped up in 5th place.
Yeah, he only has 482 sprites. That's half the amount that Sassy Boy has. I think Sassy Boy's got it figured out. He has a big lead with only 4 items.
I mean, I was going to say, without Binsey jumping in and changing the game potentially, that even, going for that sprite strategy you're talking about, the difference still comes down to those items. Probably not as much as intended of a difference, because you're right, they were getting a lot of points from those sprites. So I don't know if items need to be 200-300, something like that.
I think it's better to have the sprites be the game mode rather than the items, because the items you can't strategize around that, really. Like, realistically, the items are too RNG to have a consistent strategy.
It's a treasure hunt,
my opinion.
Yeah, but I totally understand, but that's kind of the point, is we need other modes that are not just dominated by whoever's good at killing or getting sprites,
I guess so.
We can go back to the good old days of just flying around a map peacefully, hoping something pops up.
Speaking of the items, though, I was actually having a thought as I was eating today, is that, what if the items gave you, like, power-ups, Getting an item makes you, like, 10% faster. Well, I guess that'd be kind of similar to Sprite Juice, huh? It'd be, like, item juice instead.
Yeah, I was going to say what Sprites do. Sprite Juice.
Alright, never mind then.
I like that. It's a little less, chaotic.
A little less chaotic, for sure. Okay, so we're back into Fast Drake. Chaos Myth in first, Sassy Boy in second. And let's take a look at the leaderboards. I believe this isn't updated for last round, but the round previous to that, Desai is in first, Chaos Myth in second now, and Fortress
Chaos
in
Myth takes out
third.
Desai. Doesn't make that much of a, well, it does make a difference in fast rate, but not as much, I feel like.
Yeah. Look at the tiny dragons on the right side. They're not getting big at all.
Once again, Desai is basically the only one on the left.
The left side, man, I think maybe like the newer players don't know how strong the left is. Look at this left area. You have a big block at the top with like nothing in your way, and then you do have a little island at the bottom of the very left, which isn't really that big of a deal because you can just go around it in a circle, right? Like it's a big island it's so big that you can go around it, and there's a lot of sprites around it that like it's not really that big of a deal. I think the left side is really strong. Back when the wall was always down, I would always be on the left side.
A ton of sprites. Yeah, new normals caught on to the left side meta here.
Oh, everyone! Now there's more people on the left.
Now everyone else has.
Are they listening to me?
Yeah, they're listening in. Oh man, the left is so OP.
I mean, it really
that middle
is.
Part too is pretty
yeah, the middle part.
If no one else is there.
The middle part is good, but I think there's so many dragons on the middle, right? Like you have to go through the middle. You have to survive the middle to get to the left. That's also another thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you basically have to go into the middle in full Drake with enough energy to go through the entire thing. Otherwise, you're in danger of getting. Does I just start? Huh.
And I
Does
think
I just start?
When you do go through that middle section, because it's so open, because there's such a lot of sprites, it's always so tempting to just start floating around there. So you got to stick to your game plan as well, like you say. Cross the river bridge instead of just going for a bit of a swim in the middle there.
Okay, Desai, I do see him back in now. The new normal in first place.
Yeah, new normal's taking it so far.
Sassy Boy behind him, Design Chaos Smith, and a new name, Lord Jelly? Lord Jelly? How do you say that?
I think you got as close as I would get, so.
I like Lord Jelly. Let's go with Lord Jelly until he corrects us. But yeah, I believe a new name showing up in 5th place.
New normal still mopping up sprites. Chaos Smith in 2nd place, overtaking Sassy Boy. Desai seems, I don't know, it seems like he might be having connection issues.
Oh no.
Really seeing a few people starving out.
Oof, that's not what you want to see. And Benzi did post the update for the points from, I believe, last game. As of last game, Desai in first now. Chaos Myth about 4 points behind, and they are really separating from the pack. Overhaul, Fortress, Sassy Boy, all more than 20 points away now. So they're really stepping it up in the second half. And the new normal takes that round.
GG, new normal.
Now we got death match. Who's gonna get the kills this time? Is the wall still down? I think the wall is still down. Interesting.
I mean, that did really. I'm expecting to see that should have shaken up the scoreboard for those places. New normal was just sitting behind Overhaul, Fortress, and Sassy Boy, who were all sat on 33 points. New normal was sat behind them on 26, but of course would have made up some ground on there. So really, contesting for those for that bronze medal at the moment. I think by now Chaos Myth and Desai probably becoming a 2-horse race at this stage in the tournament for that top spot, but certainly the places are all up for grabs. So
unfortunately, Zoe does say lag in the chat. Come on, guys. Who's DDoSing Desai? Come on, guys. No, I'm kidding. Of course, I'm sure nobody is going to DDoS anybody, right? Come on, guys. Play with honor. But yeah, I mean, Desai regaining the lead. I believe he is. Yeah, Desai's still at on top, despite maybe some potential lag issues. And yeah, it's gonna be
taken out by Sassy Boy.
it's very close to being a 2-dragon race here between Desai and Chaos Myth. Who wants the Oculus more? How much is that valued at? Is that 500k RXS?
500,000 RXS is what the previous fundraiser Diablo homage items have sold for at Epic Rarity.
Damn.
So yeah, really tasty prize, and again, one of one. That is the only one in existence.
And the only one that ever will exist.
Absolutely.
Oh, the new normal starved as well. Oh no. Oh, but he looks like he's back.
Like the technical issues are spreading.
It's just Comcast. Blame Comcast for everything.
Ooh, Sassy Boy. Playing it a little risky, but it comes off.
Yeah, so it looks like Sassy Boy is the one with a bunch of kills this time. 8 kills already.
Desai, of course, second place. Still performing well, even though...
It's kind of funny how you get the 1 point from items. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. Imagine just winning because of that 1 point from items, or losing because of that.
I'd be so cheesed by that.
It's going to happen.
I mean, it's quite possible, isn't it? Maybe less so in a busy game like this, but I think if you had a close call game between a few players,
yeah, definitely.
because it's the only scoring method, you know, it is that tiebreaker almost, or working as one. And what round number are we on now? Do we know?
That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11.
So this and one more round.
Yep. Wow, 1 point difference between Desai and Chaos Myth. It's gonna be crazy.
But looking at this, so after that win, the new normal did get all the way up to 3rd position. Now, Sassy Boy, if he is able to hold on, will overtake that place and really, you know, stir things up. I think 3rd spot is the place to watch out for. But saying that, only a point between Desai and Chaos Smith ahead of this, and at the moment, Desai would be retaining that number 1 position.
As far as I can see, this is the last round. This is the 12th round.
Wait, this is the 12th round?
Round 12.
Okay, I guess this is round 12. Oh my god. 15 seconds left. Whoever wins this round wins between Desai and Chaos Myth. Whoever places higher. Chaos Myth is now 400 points ahead. Is that 1 point from an item going to make a difference? Can Desai get a kill? No, Desai gets taken out by Rook. He went for it.
Oh, then...
But Sassy Boy takes the win, and I think Chaos Myth is going to place higher than Desai. And I guess I really can't count. That was round number 12, huh? Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, Desai is the only one that placed every round.
Okay, guys, that was the end of Rune Royale Season 1. I hope you guys had a good time. Just a couple minutes for these scores to get tallied up for Disco to sit down again.
I thought we had another round still.
Well, me too, but apparently Pandas can't count, so...
But that is an incredible statistic to know that Desai was the only one who placed in every single round. Clearly, you know, not placing in every single round was what cost Chaos Smith the tournament in the end. But also just goes to show the consistency.
Wait, no, Chaos Smith won, right? Wait, did Chaos Smith not win? Wait, hold on, I don't know.
I don't know. We've got some scores at the bottom. Are
you
they
got me
not the
confused.
most recent scores in the chat? Is there an... Do we need to wait for a round to be added?
If the last score update is right, then...
Oh my god, okay, yeah, there we go. There's a new score update coming through. Chaos Myth 1 point ahead of
Wow.
Desai. Wow. That last round, man. It all
we
came
did
down to the
say
last
that
round.
The fight for third was tight. The new normal did sneak it in the end with that victory. So
But
again, you only need a win to really shake things up a bit.
I mean, Sassy Boy won that round, right? He came out on
It
top,
was a
so he
pre-
would get 10 points.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
the
Sassy
previous
Boy
one I'm
won
thinking of.
the last round.
Yeah, wait a sec, wait a sec. What happened?
Okay, maybe we will need to confirm the rounds after this stream. My Ev was not able to make it today. Our scorekeeper, you know, you would think that his job is easy. It's not easy. It's a lot of work keeping track of the score, and we don't have our scorekeeper. So please bear with
Did
us.
a message, or did we stop the Royale on the game? Because everyone's still playing pretty competitively.
They probably don't. They probably don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't know.
Gold count.
They probably don't know yet. I don't know. They probably still think that the Rune Royale is going on. But
I mean, it's 0.1 Zod per round at the moment. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
still
that's
worth
true.
oh yeah. You know,
Yeah.
might as well just play some games, right? And of course, wait.
Okay. I see what happened. It was a really simple mistake. I deleted the 0 from Sassy's plus 10 on the last round. So I'll send it right now.
So the conclusion of Rune Royale Season 1 also marks the beginning of Rune Royale Season 2. So if you're playing right now, you guys are getting points for Season 2.
Yeah.
Fixed. Okay, there we go. So Chaos Myth first, Desai still in second. Sassy Boy now jumps to third, the New Normal in fourth, and Fortress in fifth. Overhaul just 1 point short of fifth place with 33 points. Brook, Lord, Jelly, Akubalaman, and Ronzi are other contestants. Yeah, good games, everybody. Is that? I mean, that was Chaos Myth's first win, but I think it could be argued that this was the biggest prize pool in any of our Rune Royales, right?
I think so.
If we value the Oculus as, you know, a 500k RXS item, then that's a big win for Chaos Myth. A good time to be taking it all. And of course, Desai just coming short in Rune Royale, but of course, Desai did take the regular season. The item name escapes me, but he does win a epic homage item for the regular season as well.
I mean, you know, hats off to them. So congratulations to both of our winners. I say tonight, one over the course of the month, one over the course of 12 rounds, just sneaking it at the end. Yeah, this is incredible. New Normal, great performance from them. Just couldn't hold on to that third spot. Did lose out by 4 points to Sassy Boy in the end, once we type in the numbers correctly. And Fortress very close behind there in fifth place, still on 34 points as well. So really, really close tournament. It was thrilling to watch, especially those last few rounds. We knew that leaderboard was going to get shaken up. We didn't know quite how it was going to end up. I don't think we really predicted this. Certainly not to play out in the way it did. Maybe the final positions did align with some of our predictions at half time.
I at least.
I mean,
Chaos
hey,
first.
if we're being honest, you look at the top 3 players in Rune Royale, you look at the top 3 players in the regular season, they have the same names, just in different orders, okay? They have the same names, guys.
But look, I mean, the order is important, though. At the end of the day,
it is.
On
It
the
definitely
night,
is.
That is all that matters. And still, for those other places that did make it onto the leaderboard, who aren't in those positions across the season, you know, great show from them tonight as well. Let's not forget that.
Okay. I think that's all we have for you guys today. Coming up next week, stay tuned to the Rune Sunday stream. We do have some exciting updates for Evo as we move into the Evo 2.0 launch in probably a few weeks. I don't want to. No, I didn't say any time. Never mind. Ignore that. No timeline. But we are going to be moving on to Evo 2.0 soon. .tm. So we'll have exciting news for you coming up next week.
So we did say that we would tease something for you, something special around season 2. As Panda has confirmed, the point scoring system will be the same, so it'll be based on the amount of Zod earned over the course of the season. We will also be sticking with triple rewards. That's right, you heard that, big 3x. That is on there throughout season 2. But most excitingly, and what we can't talk about in too much detail, but we'll be giving you more information on very soon, is that RuneWords, yes, you heard it here first, RuneWords will be doing something in Evolution. So, yeah, keep an eye on those announcement channels. You do not want to miss that. And also, what better time to use all your Twitch shards, use your rewards that you've earned throughout Season 1 to go and craft some items. Because I've got a feeling you're going to want them. And that's all we'll say for now.
All right. Thank you, Discomonk. And with that said, have a good night, everybody. Good luck in Evolution Season 2. Bye-bye.
Good
Thanks, all.
night and good luck. Thanks, everyone.